Hello and welcome back to my second BanHammer tutorial. This time we're looking at the advanced commands. My name is Graham Wazir and I'm the developer and maintainer of BanHammer. So first thing we need to do is type /bh to bring up our command list. Last time we looked at ban, pardon and limits. This time we're looking at check, history, recent and purge. So to start with, we're going to look at the check command. The check command enables you to check if someone is banned. So I'm going to check if Jerry's still banned from our first episode. Yeah, he is. He's still banned for swearing. You can also check for temporary bans. So for example, I'm going to check if Gary's still banned. Yep, he's banned as well. And this time it actually tells you when it expires on. This is useful for your own information to inform other players, or if players are looking up bans themselves, so they know when their friends are going to be allowed to come back on the server. By default, this command is operator only, so if you want to give it out, you'll need to use the permission system to do that. Next, we've got the history command. The history command lets you check a ban history of a player. Typed on its own without a name, it will give you your own history. So in this case, you can see I have 3 bans on record. If I type someone's name instead, you'll get their bans. So let's check Gary's bans again. He's only got 1 on record. The ban history will include all bans that a player has had, including pardoned and expired bans. So you get a complete history of their sanctions on the server. By default, players can view their own history, but they may not view the history of others unless you give them permission to do so. Next, we're going to look at the recent command. The recent command shows you the most recent bans that have been made on your server. By default, it will show you the last 5. So if I do this, you'll be able to see these are the last 5 bans that were made on my server. You can change the number of bans that you want to be displayed by adding a number after the recent command. So let's say 3, I get the 3 most bans. This is a very useful command as an administrator, so you're able to see what's been going on while you've been away. Again, this command is operator only by default. Finally, we're going to look at the purge command. The purge command works like the pardon command, but has one important distinction. The pardon command expires bans and allows players to log back in. However, that ban will remain on that player's history. The purge command allows you to remove all bans from a player's ban history, give them a completely fresh slate. However, the purge command is an all or nothing command. You get rid of all the bans or none of the bans. So do not give this command out lightly, because you'll have people removing people's history all over the place and it gets into a bit of a mess. But I'll demonstrate how it works. Let's say we made a mistake and actually Jerry's allowed to log back on now. We've cooled down. So I do /bh purge Jerry, purge 1 ban associated with Jerry. Now if I check his history, he has no bans. It's like he was never banned in the first place. And that's it. There's the advanced commands for BanHammer. There is export and import. They're a bit specialised, and documentation for those is available on the website if you need to use them. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've found this tutorial useful. Please leave me a comment if you have. If you haven't, please leave me a comment on what I can improve on next time. Thank you for watching, and I do hope you'll consider BanHammer for your server. Goodbye.